Evening, '07. Everything else. Yeah, it's Tuesday. I'm still grinding away, trying to get to the heady heights of Duke for the Empire, which means I will get access to a cutter. Whether I stop at Duke, I have absolutely no idea. But hey, so what I've done, I've actually got some. Oh, getting a message from Norton, which you can't see, which is really annoying. Get rid of that bloody thing. There we go. So what I'm going to do, I've got some missions lined up, and it's yeah, it's all pretty much all the same location. Yeah, I think I had some donation ones that I've done already actually. So yeah, we're done. Okay, right. So basically, these missions here are all in one of two places, I believe. Let's have a look. Yeah. So we're going to head out to Eitvas. Hey, Draconids, how are you? Long time no see. How's life? No, that's all right. Life gets in the way. Yeah, all good, all good. I finally managed to get my my elite ranking in trade, which is always good. Yeah, so now I'm just trying to grind the ranks for the Empire, so I can get the cutter at some point in the future. As for my DBX, no, I've had this ages. I just haven't used it for a while. That's all. Yeah, not used DBX for a while. I have been doing obviously just mining and trade, but the DBX is better for me because it's got a better jump range. So I'm in and around a system which is good for doing the Empire grind missions, the Empire ranking missions. Oh, nice. Better pay. So I've got two here. Got Tomita Enterprise, which is on the planet, which isn't too bad. I believe the planet is being orbited by the station I need to go to, which is also good. Well, that's good news. More money, less stress. That sounds like the perfect pairing. Congratulations, my friend. Well, I made my 6-month probation of my new job, so I will be staying there for the foreseeable future, which is also good. So yeah, all in all, things are looking up. Right, this is going to be Bit of a disaster if I'm not careful. Whee. Thank you very much. Seems like we're in very similar areas when it comes to work. You're selling the pharmaceuticals, and I'm working for a company that tests them before they get released in development stage. So yeah. Come on, Tamita. There we go, it's looking good. Let's ease off a bit on that. Better pull up before I hit the ground. Yeah.
Lincoln Bravo, Zulu, Sierra. The Imperial Flight Operations Bureau is pleased to have you at this facility.
I'm sure you are.
Your docking request has been approved. Proceed at your earliest convenience.
Where's 4? Is that
04.
Is that 4 there? That wasn't 4 earlier on.
Please throttle back on approach, Commander. Excessive speeding will not be tolerated.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to slow down. Don't worry. Don't worry. There we go.
100 meters from touchdown.
Good.
Touchdown confirmed. Please shut down all systems.
Yeah,
Welcome,
my
Commander.
DBX, because I've been using the I was using the Type 9 for quite some time. It's okay for mining and that, but I really notice how agile the DBX is compared to the Type 9. So yeah, it's helped me out grind away all these. Got 2 to hand in here. Okay. So let's see. I think. Let's have a look. That's what we got here. I only want to do Empire ones. Yeah, it's just primarily combat. Oh, hello. What was that? No. Disable the mega ship turrets. No. Oh, it is, yeah. Economic. Yeah, there's gonna be. I do that. I'm not doing the high threat ones. Don't really need to be honest. So it's all right. Let's have a look. I don't know. I had when I was playing this on 92%. That's good. When I was playing this on console, I had an ASPX. So I think my ASPX is still what I'd go for. It's a close call, But yeah, I think I'd go for the ASPX.
Your ship has been released. You are now cleared for takeoff.
Oh. Yeah, the other change since I last saw you in chat, I've obviously got the HUD colours changed. That was inspired by a fellow commander who apparently spent hours yesterday tweaking his dashboard colour. Nice. I think the most I've ever got jump range wise is about 60 odd light years, and that was on, yeah, that was an exploration ship. That's so it didn't have a shield, it didn't have much actually. Well, the red matches nicely with what I got my keyboard colour set to as well, so. We're still going higher, which is good. One megameter up. Okay, we've got to be. There we go. I've seen a lot more commanders. Oh, missed it. A lot more commanders online as well, which is cool. Not really. Okay. Landing pad 1. Right, where are you, landing pad 1? I can never see you. There is landing pad 1. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting what happens in the update. There's a peace mission that's gone out to try and talk to the Thargoids. Don't know how that's gonna go. I think you're gonna find that the Thargoids will become more prevalent in the, especially in the bubble, and I think you'll find they become factions that you can align with or communicate. Some, yeah, they've gone out to negotiate peace or something. Okay, so what are we doing here? What do we want? But I reckon you're going to get certain systems will become Thargoids controlled systems. And just like other factions in the game, they will endeavour to take control of systems. So you have to work the BGS to keep them out. They may also become another power to rival the Empire, the Alliance and the Federation. so you'll have the option to align yourself with the Thargoids should you so wish. That's my thoughts on it anyway. Right, I'm going to go for, I want these mats, so I'm going to get the mats where possible. Because mats are always good things to have. What's this one? Resistors. Okay, so I reckon I've now hit 100% on that. Yes. So this next mission I do, if there's one here, should allow me... Ah, hang on. No, I'm not going to do that. Because I've got a shed load to hand in at the Garlin. Shed load. Got 3. But it's better than Nouts. Yeah, the mega ship, I don't know what it's called, I forget what it's called, but it headed out a few days ago on a diplomatic mission to negotiate peace with the Thargoids. The general feeling is that it's going to get destroyed. I'm not convinced. I think something else will happen. I don't know. Don't know.
Frameshift drive charging.
I think the mega ship being destroyed by the Thargoids would be too obvious. I have a feeling they may end up forming some sort of alliance with the Thargoids. You could end up having a human spokesperson for the Thargoids, sort of like the Far God cults who worship them.
Incoming mission critical message.
Basis King, welcome, my friend. How are you? Well, that's what you would think, yeah, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think we may not hear from this mega ship for a while. Best way to be. Best like chilling on a Tuesday. It's not bad. It's not bad. Almost midweek as well. Who's that? Foo. Okay. It would be interesting. It would be interesting. I don't know. I think to see the mega ship getting destroyed would be too obvious. It'd be far too obvious. But I think you're going to see some sort of human Thargoids collaboration. I mean, they didn't. Who was it? I think Azimuth, didn't they try and do human Thargoids hybrids or something at some point? But I think you're going to find you've got the Thargod cults who are sort of, you know, Thargoid worshippers. I think this mega ship will disappear for a bit, and then they'll come back acting as spokespeople for the Thargoids. I don't know. I suppose you could do if you like I'm doing now. If you rank up with a particular power, it could be that once you reach a certain level, you're regarded as allies, non-hostile towards the Thargoids. You know, and just as you get when you know, like I'm trying to do now, when you sort of get to a certain rank within the Empire or, you know, the Thargoids movement, you get access to better technology, that sort of thing. Yeah, I'll be honest, I'm not clued up on the lore. I need to be. I really need to be. I feel a bit out of my depth when I'm sort of listening to certain people talking about the backstory, and I mean, I started reading some of the books. Yeah, I mean the Alliance. Yeah, I think it's the Federation and the Empire. They've both got their positives, but they also got some quite dubious aspects of them as well. So.
Landing gear deployed.
Alright.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Okay. Let's upload these and then see if I've got a follow-on mission. What we got here? We've got. Yeah, that's what I want. On that. On that. So this is the sort of information I need to read up on. I really do. I'm here. Yeah, I recognise the Duval family name. Oh, okay. Here's a question with the lore of elites. Is it best to read the books? I mean, there's a couple of books that Drew Wagar wrote, didn't he? I think. Okay. I mean, you've only got to look at some of the main players in the Empire to see they're not a nice bunch, right? Excellent. There's my follow-on mission. And this is going to cost me, my God. I have the cashola. It's not a problem. I can't help but feel like a bit of a fraud buying my way up the greasy ladder, so to speak. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know he wrote these. He's sort of walked away from Elite. I like Drew. I mean, I like the stuff he wrote. I know he's one of the few that got a bit frustrated when Odyssey came out and the problems it has. And I understand that, except I know where he's coming from. But oh, look at this. I think I would not be at all surprised if what happened to update 14 means that it's inevitable that we're going to get new ships. Maybe not this update, but I mean they have said that there's going to be some major changes next year. To key parts of the game. So what that means, I don't know. I'd love to know. But they certainly seem to be on a different attack now, I think, which is good. That's right, yeah. Yeah. Exactly. I don't think I've never done that before. That's a first. Maybe it's time to pay off. Can I complete some? Yes, I can. Let's complete these. Yeah, I don't think with the Alliance, I don't think there's any real benefit to ranking up in the Alliance. I don't know if you can, to be honest. Seriously, only 2 weeks? Okay, I think from the way you were talking, you really sort of. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Well, welcome to the game. I've been playing it about 7 years. 7 years. My maths is atrocious. 5 years. 5 years. Initially, I was on console, and then last year I jumped to PC for Odyssey, and a part of me wished I'd waited because back then, all I could transfer over. You're gonna have to go. You're gonna have to travel out some distance to do that, but it is quite a buzz when you do that finally. I mean, if you're going for rankings in the different disciplines such as exploration, trade, and combat, exploration and trade are probably the easiest ones to get. Yeah, that is impressive. That is impressive. Fair play to you. Fair play to you. I wish there was. Let's bring up the map. Have a look. So where are you? Oh, dear. Okay, cool. There's quite a crossover between that then, because I mean, you know, a game like this, or any game really, you have to have quite a good narrative. A decent game has a decent narrative. Even Super Mario Brothers has a decent narrative to it, to a certain extent. Well, I mean, things like Uncharted. I mean, I love the Uncharted series of games. They're brilliant, but they're fantastic. I like, you know, what I like about Elite. There is this. I haven't really focused on the backstory at all. Yeah, that sounds like me actually. So I wouldn't say I'm even decent at some things. I sort of, I know a little about a lot. If that makes any sense. So where are we going? We are going to. Fair play to you. Fair play to you. Unfortunately, I don't know what it is. I just don't. Here. They're all in. Okay, all here. Okay, that's good. I would love to be just awesome at one game, but I don't know what it is. I just don't have. I think part of the problem is I don't always have the time to focus. Real life always seems to get in the way, unfortunately. But this, I mean, Elite, I just love because you can. I try as I might, and I've tried to play other games, and I do play them for a bit, but I can't stay away from this game. I just find it addictive. And I also like the community of Elite. I think, generally speaking, is pretty good. As of any community, you always get the occasional idiot, but yeah. It's always going to be the way, though, isn't it? It's always going to be the way. What I like about Elite, and you'll find this the more you play it, is that the community is really helpful. There's a lot of people out there who've got some really, really in-depth knowledge about the lore, and you know, and the best way of building ships. That sort of, you know, there's a lot. So I think most stuff I've learned in this game, I've picked up through other commanders.
Incoming mission critical message.
Where are we going? Oh, here.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
I've heard that about Stars. I mean, I've not. My PC is okay, but it's probably not good enough to play Star Citizen. I mean, if you, what version of Elite have you got? Have you got Horizons, or have you got the Odyssey version? Because if you've got the Odyssey version, if you had it last year when it came out, which is I had the pre-alpha version, that wasn't much better. And that's where a lot of the problems came from last year. But they have. Oh, you got Odyssey now, okay. Well, they've made some immense improvements to Odyssey in the past 18 months. They had to, really. It wasn't good. It got released too soon, and it's a shame because it got such. If you judged the game purely on the basis of the reviews and things like Steam, you probably wouldn't have bought it. It's got absolutely slated. It was a shame because it's not that bad. It's not that bad. You know, at the end of the day, it's not meant to, well, it's a first-person shooter, but it's an add-on for a space simulator. So, you know, to try and compare it with things like Call of Duty or whatever, you can't really do that. Right, with you in a second. Stop this. Come on. Thank you. Yes, I don't know what I think in space I'm getting more than that. I mean, I'm running a 1070. That's all I can afford at the time. I want to get a more powerful GPU, and I'll probably go for a 3060 at some point in the new year. But I'm also my problem is it's my fault really. I bought myself an ultra wide screen which runs, I think it runs 4K. So I can't really run it at maximum resolution. Just yes, that is the question. I think. Well. There's two bits through there. The walking up the steps into your ship, or walking off your ship onto the surface of a planet. The Armstrong moment. Yeah, that they really stuffed up, and they should have done a better job of that, I think. Ship interiors. I don't know. I'm still undecided about that. Would I want ship interiors? I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, yeah, in theory. Nice. Are you in the army? Fair play to you. That's not something I could ever do. I don't think I've got the balls for it, to be honest. No, fair play to you. If you go out, the cockpit is, but there's more to the ship than just the cockpit. If you go into camera mode, you can just sort of fly around and see inside the cockpit, yes. And that's about as much as you can do at the moment. I'll show you in a second, actually. So, if I go into camera mode, then, how do I do it? I forget. So look, you've got you can look around a bit in the cockpit. So you have got a cockpit there. You're right. Yes, that is all you get. That's all you get. if you go into camera mode on the game, and then you can go into free camera mode, and you can actually. So if I show you on my one, so in options, I think it's controls. You've got general controls. You've got camera suite. So you toggle the camera suite. For me, it's F12. And then you can open up free camera and there's all sorts of things you can do. And you can take some awesome pictures if you want to take photographs. If you check out some of the stellar screenshots on the Frontier pages, there's some amazing pictures. You press F10 to take a screenshot. It takes like a high resolution image of what you know pointed your camera at. Yeah, you're right. So there is a cockpit that you can look around the cockpit. Holy crap! At the moment, I mean, I can't really do a sim pit. But what I've got, I'm using a HOTAS. I couldn't go back to a controller now. I could not go back to a controller. HOTAS is just works for me. I think it's a much easier way of flying the ship. But I use that. I've also got where's the? Have I come the wrong side of it? I think I have. Yes, I'm using Game Glass. Game Glass is a fantastic bit of kit. I think I might have come the wrong way. Yeah. Bloody typical. There we go. Wrong way round. Game Glass is brilliant. I love Game Glass. I have also got a Quest 2 VR headset, which I'm still getting used to VR. It's I get quite bad motion sickness. Have I done it again? Oh, I have. I'm going to do my editing right now, so this is really dumb. Yes, Game Glass voice attack is pretty good as well if you want to use that. Probably voice attack is probably better suited if you're going to be doing VR. Yeah, I've got the Quest 2 because why not? Having said that, the PSVR 2 comes out next year. It's meant to be pretty good. But I think you're right. I think the technology's still got some way to go before it's spot on. Yeah, voice attacks, but I love voice attack. I've got the William Shatner add-on. I've got Vasco, the Brian Blessed character. I think they've got a sale actually on Black Friday, so I might give that a look up again as well. Right, I'm going to. Yeah, I quite believe it. That's scary stuff. That's scary stuff. That's Ready Player One. That's yeah. It's only a matter of time before you get like a Sony branded feeding tube as well, and just basically plug yourself in. That's it. That's you done for the next few weeks. Right. Let's see what I'm going to do. So I should, all being well, have achieved the next ray. It's not a bad idea because the price will come down as well. The price will come down. At the moment, things are just, with what's going on all over the world, things are just a bit inflated price-wise. I mean, Christ, I was looking at getting, well, I wasn't looking, I was looking at the 4000 series GPUs. That's always the concern. I think that's always the worry when you see this new technology which comes out, and I'm really bad for it because I will try if I've got the money, I will buy it the first day it comes out, first day it's available, and I've been stung so many times, but I never learn. Never learn. What's that in pounds? 5,000. That's not bad. That will get you a decent bit of kit, though, won't it? Money well spent. Money well spent. Okay, where are we? 60. What happened there? Are the 4090s okay to use now? Because I've sort of read lots of stories about them melting PSUs or melting cables because it's basically people haven't got the right generation PSU. They've been using those adapter cables and they've not been very good. That will absolutely fly though. Oh, absolutely fly. Alright, here we go. Hey, I'm a lord. Yeah, that's a decent machine. That will last you some. That will just, God, that will be so quick. It'll be ridiculous. It'll certainly future-proof you for the next few years. How far the ladder did I climb? 45%. That's not bad. Not bad at all. I'll be honest, I can't notice difference between 4K and 2K. I mean, I can just about notice difference. I can notice difference between HD and 2K, but 2K and 4K, I don't notice any difference at all. Yeah. These. Do a donation. Why not? It'd be rude not to. Let's do that. I invest. How many years you done in the army? Do you have to do? Is it, I don't know. I don't really understand. No, but do you have to do? Oh, okay, okay. So if you didn't have to get early, would you have been staying on? Sorry, man. Yeah, if you weren't coming out because of medical reasons, do you reckon you would have stayed on longer, a lot longer in the army, or was the plan to always sort of get out after 3 years or so? I don't know how many you have to do in you know. I'm guessing it's the States you're from. But But it's paid the bills. It's paid the bills. It's kept you in food and stuff, so in clothes or whatever. I don't think anyone uses common sense these days, to be honest. Well, I don't know. That's actually no. That's a bit unfair. I'm quite fortunate. I changed jobs recently. I work in IT as well. I work in IT, and I've actually got a job. I started a new job a few months ago, and they actually do seem to have quite a bit of common sense unusually, which is quite nice to know. But they're I work for a company that's oh, okay, fair enough. I guess the higher the rank, the least amount of common sense they have sometimes. I think that's, yeah. Where are we going? Really? Oh, courage, tomato. Oh, that's sweet. Well, let's go to... No. Missed that completely. Go there again.
Ship raised. Engines engaged.
Do you know what? It sounds very similar to over here. Yeah, yeah. No, it's similar to what it's like over here, to be honest.
Landing gear retracted.
My other half, she works for Border Force. And they've got a real problem at the moment because they laid off so many people a few years ago. And instead of trying to recruit the best people, they just basically took on anybody. And it's just, you got some really, really bad people working there now. That's not good. That's interesting. There seems to be a real, I mean, there's been a real thing about sort of mental health in the UK as well, whether it be the army or a lot of the sort of the public services, whether it be the armed forces or police or whatever. There's been a lot about the mental health of those that are employed. It seems that maybe finally people are starting to listen. Well, that may just me be a bit naive and wishful thinking, who knows? Well, it's something that I had to deal with myself. Whether it be sort of bouts of anxiety or crippling depression, it's sort of, yeah. That's shocking. That is shocking, man. That's really not good. That shouldn't be happening. It shouldn't be happening. No, that's not good. It's not good. Oh, thanks for the follow, by the way. I didn't hear the sound when it kicked in. Much appreciated. Thank you. Goddamn leap of shame. Not paying attention. Yeah, that's a shocking stat that it's about 10. I mean, I say I've suffered from sort of anxiety and depression over the years, and I try and sort of self-analyze and try and work out what's going on. It's not that you can't. It's that it's probably not the best, because the undiscovered planets, generally speaking, are way. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. How you doing? Are you seeing somebody about it, or are you taking medication for it? And how are you getting on with it? Are you sort of, you know, is whatever you're doing helping you deal with it? That's the most important thing.
Orbital flight engaged.
Right, okay. Yeah, I've been taking citalopram for the past 3 years. I had to do something because I was turning into a complete and utter arsehole to my wife and my daughter, and things were starting to it looked like things were going to start falling apart. So I had to do something. I don't like taking the tablets, but it just takes the edge off. It just takes the edge off a bit, you know. And the annoying thing is, I knew what I was being like. I knew what I was doing, but I couldn't stop myself.
Lakon Bravo Zulu Sierra. The Imperial Flight Operations Bureau has informed ground crew of your impending
You've
arrival.
definitely had a few challenges there, haven't you?
Care while docking.
It sounds like you're doing the right thing. You're sort of getting on top of it, and fingers crossed there'll be light at the end of the tunnel, and you'll be out the other side before you know it.
Access is now granted. Please proceed to Bay 06.
Where's it? Yeah, with the FSD, it's not that you can't. It's probably that it's not recommended, because the undiscovered planets, most of them are going to be way outside the bubble, to be honest. So to try and get out that far without an engineered FSD is going to take ages. You'll certainly want a surface scanner as well. Yeah.
Docking complete. You may alight when
I
ready.
don't know if I completed it.
Welcome,
I'm just the
Commander.
one. It was a waste of my time, wasn't it? Alright, I'll do that. That must help. That must help. Okay, okay. That's quite a variety of careers going ahead. The therapist one could be quite good though, because I mean, the fact you've actually got experience, is, you know, it's one of those things you can talk about it with a very high level of kudos. Yeah, you've got first-hand experience of it. So yeah, IT's good fun. I mean, I love IT. I've been doing it for years. I'm a proper computer geek and I'm proud of it. I wear that badge with pride. Yeah.
Your ship has been released. Please be mindful of oncoming traffic when leaving the port.
Seriously? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Okay. It's interesting. That's very interesting.
You are now clear of port restrictions. Imperial Flight Operations Bureau signing off.
So is that, I mean, you say that the frontal cortex develops slower. Does that mean, you know, would it be in a scan? Would it be visibly different? So, you know, could they detect if somebody's going to have these issues by having some sort of scan early on? I'm sorry, you know, it's probably, I mean, I don't know. You know, I'm completely ignorant when it comes to that sort of thing. So, because if you can sort of understand and appreciate what sort of challenges someone might be facing from a very young age, then you can modify everything. Oh, okay. Oh wow, okay. So you were diagnosed with ADHD when you said you were 5. So does that mean they can then tailor sort of like your educational needs and requirements in a way which sort of counters or helps manage the ADHD?
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Where are you? Okay. See, I'm really ignorant, so apologies for my ignorance. I don't really know the full ins and outs of ADHD. I understand how I understand it. It's basically you have difficulty sort of staying focused on certain things. You get distracted easily. Is that some? I mean, again, apologies for sort of being a bit flippant about it. I don't mean to sort of trivialise it, but is it difficulty staying focused on stuff, that sort of thing? Wow, okay, okay. That's quite a challenge then. Quite, you know, you've had. I mean, how did you find being? I mean, I know you're leaving the army, but how did you find? Because you must have had to go through some sort of training and stuff. Did the ADHD make that more difficult for you? Right. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So how did you manage to? I mean, it must have been, you know, in the army, it must have been difficult because I'm guessing that is all about being focused and focusing on a job in hand, that sort of thing. Christ, you must have found that tough, man.
Landing gear deployed.
Right, let's drop down here.
Critical message.
Yeah. Ah. Oh, crying out loud, man. Jeez. That's a tough call, it really is. Well, at least, you know, the fact that, you know, you're getting out, which is good. So you can, you say you're 20, so you still, you know, that's still early doors. You can still
Docking successful.
start again, pretty much, you know. I may have 8 gig RAM, but one of those DIMMs is knackered, so I'm probably running on 4 gig myself. Right, let's get these done. So that's, and I'll have whatever these are. Grid resistors. I don't really need grid resistors, but there we go. How are we doing? Is that is backends? Yeah. Okay.
Ship released. Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted.
Well, did not choose that? Thought I selected, no I didn't, there we go. Again, another interesting fact, so it's sort of like, yeah, you can see how all these things are quite possibly linked.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, the human brain's a very interesting organ, it really is. And there's so much that we don't understand still. But the fact of the matter is now is it's nice to know that with technology the way it is, there seems to be an increased understanding and hopefully improved ways of treating some of these ailments. I know you probably you won't be able to cure them. Well, not really, but if you can find ways of mitigating the problem. I think studying it and doing it for a living are two completely different things. I think I think that would stress you out even more doing that. I'd have to say, when I've had my really severe bouts of anxiety and then, as a consequence, depression, I know it's ridiculous. I know what I'm thinking is completely irrational. I know that I'm acting like a complete arsehole, you know? But there's nothing I can do about it. And when people ask me what's up or what's going on, what I'm thinking, it just makes me even more antsy, you know? Which is why I've been popping my citalopram, or as I like to refer to my nutty tablets, because it helps keep me it keeps me calm. I certainly haven't had any really strong bouts of depression for quite a while now, so something's working. It's possibly a combination of the tablets and changing careers. There's a number of things it could be. So yeah, quite possibly. I think it's quite a common one for anxiety. Yeah, I was on 10 milligrams. I'm on 20 now. It just takes the edge off. It's not. It doesn't zone me out, but it just keeps me on that level, which is what I like. You know. I wasn't. The off-brand name for the Lexapro. I'm gonna look it up in a second because I don't know. I keep getting different brands, but ultimately it's the same thing. Let's have a look. Lexapro. Just let my ship float there for a bit, that'll be alright. Ah, yeah, it looks like it is. Brand, yeah, it's Ciprolex, how citalopram. Yeah, it's the same sort of thing I'm taking. Yeah. Yeah. It's worked for me, so, but I had to up my dosage to 20 milligrams. It just wasn't doing it, but the 20 milligrams have certainly helped me out. I wasn't very. I mean, my wife was saying to me, you need to do something. I didn't want to take any medication. I don't know. Again, I was, all sorts of excuses why I shouldn't be taking medication. I think one of the most bizarre reasons for not taking it was I don't want to be putting artificial stuff into my body. And this is from the man that was going out most weekends and getting absolutely hammered on cheap beer and whiskey. So, it's my logic was a bit messed up. Thankfully, I think things are on the mend, so whoa, what's going on there? Nothing can be said about my flying, to be honest. That's it's well. The alternative was that I lose everything. It got that bad, you know. My wife was pretty close to walking out the door more than one occasion, to be honest. Yeah. And I've always said to myself, I don't want to make the same mistakes my folks made. So, but we're in a much better place. Even though it's been the past couple of years have been a bit of a trial for all of us, really.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
How are we doing? Let's have a look. 55%. Bad. Yeah. I mean, I've not taken one today yet, but it was when I first started doing it. I worked my way through the course of habits. I had 28 days worth. Then I wouldn't bother getting any more. And for those 28 days, I'd be all right. But within like 2 or 3 days of not taking it, I just turned to an absolute arsehole again. It was just crazy. I'm going to spend a fortune on ranking up with this bloody... Look. I had 3,095,000,000 a couple of days ago. Now I'm down to 3,065,000,000. Ridiculous. All to get a cutter. Right. Yeah, I can appreciate that. You say that, I mean, I take it, I mean, do they help at all, the army? Yeah, your superiors and that, do they make any effort to sort of help you at all? Is it just an inconvenience to them? Because it shouldn't be. They've got a duty of care, surely, to their soldiers. But hopefully the increased dosage will just sort of, take the edge off a bit and just help you get through these last few months before you discharge, and then you can sort of start again and do something you enjoy doing. have a look. How's this looking now? 71%. Cool. It's going to be good, man. It's going to be good. New chapter. New chapter for you. Listen, my friend, I'm going to have to go. It's 20 to 11 over here. I'm, yeah, I don't do late night. Well, I do late nights, but I've got an early start in the morning. So, but thanks for the follow. It's been great chatting to you. And I'll hopefully catch you about again. Take it easy, Faceless. Nice to meet you. 07 Commander.